Hello everyone, I'm Cody Orme, Associate Editor here at CG Magazine, and here are my top 5 games of the year. Keep in mind, some of these titles initially released in Japan last year, but we're ranking these based off their North American releases. At number 5, Batman, a Telltale series. If we're talking about engaging stories, Batman's Telltale series has to be one of the coolest ideas in the video game industry. Players have never been able to balance the lives of Batman and Bruce Wayne like this, while also feeling the consequences for their actions. Telltale has a way of weaving stories with a lot of weight attached, and on that premise alone, Batman a Telltale series is one of the best games of the year. Mix that with the chance to do actual detective work as the Cape Crusader, and you've got a winner for any Batman fan. Number 4 is Am Setsuna. When Square Enix announced Tokyo RPG Factory at E3 2015, they promised a studio that would bring back the classic JRPG. Am Setsuna was definitely a step in that direction. Its minimalist art style complements its somber story about a girl taking her final journey to be a sacrifice. Mix that with a combat system ripped right out of Chrono Trigger, and you have a title that not only hits you in the feels box, but manages to keep upbeat through tense and engaging battles. Number 3 is Bravely Second. Bravely Second is a fantastic sequel to an equally fantastic game. Putting players in the shoes of an all-new character while bringing back some familiar faces, Bravely Second manages to tell another tale with implications as grand as its original without going overboard. But if we're being honest here, it's all about the battle system, and the Bravely series carries one of the best around, allowing players to bank and mortgage turns strategically throughout battle. Improving in almost every way over its predecessor, Bravely Second is a must-have for any card-carrying JRPG fan. Number 2 is Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 was a hard sell for me for a long time. The franchise was in a slow decline dating back to 12, and its E3 showing didn't do much for me. But once I got some intimate time with the cast of Brothers in Arms, I was sold. Yes, Final Fantasy 15 has its flaws, but it excels in areas most games flounder. It's beautiful, tells a gripping story about camaraderie, love, and loss, and does so in a way that's uniquely Final Fantasy. Well, yes, it's just one entry in a larger story that spans across multiple mediums, but as an isolated narrative, it's fantastic. Number 1 is Uncharted 4. So you know how I praise pretty much every game based on their story and characters while speaking very little about actual gameplay? Well, Uncharted 4 won me over for the exact opposite reason. While yes, the plot does wrap up Nathan Drake's story rather nicely while leaving the door open for a potential sequel, and for longtime fans both of those were needed, but where Uncharted 4 really excels in is its technical capabilities. In my review I called Uncharted 4 a technical masterpiece, and still months after its release, I've never played a game that's been able to blend narrative with gameplay in such a seamless manner. The controls feel fantastic, the combat is still insane, and the improved stealth sections make the game feel paced a lot better than previous entries. Still, even with those improved stealth sections, there were points where I had to pause the game to catch my breath, and in an interactive medium, that's important. Uncharted 4 is not a perfect game, but it's a great experience that's fun and action-packed. This is the game to play from 2016. And that's my list. Do you agree? Or do you disagree? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to check out for more of these in the coming days leading to 2017. Thanks for listening.